Hey everyone, it's Kathy and welcome back here to my YouTube channel and back in my craft room. Welcome in. Hey Margie, Marlene, so good to see you. Hey Jennifer. Of course, I've been chit-chatting with Jennifer a little bit this morning, so I'm so glad y'all are here. I'm so excited about today's little set of cards. Now, I have to admit that I actually cased these cards. Well, I cased one of them and then I changed it up with some colors to make it mine. But Phyllis, Lala Crafts is Phyllis. She sent me a email this week and had Lisa Freeman, I believe Lisa Freeman's her name, and she said she thought the card was beautiful and she wanted to see what I could do with it. So I tried some different things and I thought, well, I'll try heat embossing. That didn't go over too well, so I decided just to change up some of the inks, and we're going to do a complete set of cards today. So hey Phyllis. All right, welcome in. I got two Tinas. I got Tina Simpson and Tina Barker, and we've got Jennifer Real. And am I missing anyone? I think I mentioned everybody that has come in. I try my best to do that, so if I do miss you, my apologies. It's never my intention to leave anyone out whenever I'm doing my lives like this. I always want to make sure that I am doing my best to include everyone, because each and every one of you help make my channel what it is. I could not do this without you, because I would be, it would not be feasible without an audience. So thank y'all so much for being my audience, for putting up with me, and for joining me every week for my lives and also watching my recorded videos. Now, I do have an announcement to make before we go any further. I do want to let y'all know that because next week is Thanksgiving, I will put up a recorded video on Tuesday as I normally do, and I'll put up one on Saturday. Our live next week I'm going to cancel because it's after the holiday. A lot of people are off. Some people are going to be out shopping. Other people are going to be recuperating from their Thanksgiving meal. So I decided not to do a live that day. I will be back the following week, and probably it'll be the schedule will change a little bit during the Christmas holiday as well. And I hope y'all understand the reason for changing the thing. A lot of people, if they're off, they want to spend time with their family. They don't want to be tied for an hour to a computer screen watching a craft video. There's plenty of my other videos out there. You can always go back and watch one of those if you're one of those people that maybe just don't have anything to do, or are unfortunate and don't have family to spend with. But just wanted to let y'all know that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, let me move my mouse pad out of my way. I'll stick that up there because I do want to transition you over to my computer desk. So let's go here. My craft desk. Hey Susan, welcome in. Good to have you. So, I'm so fortunate that I have Jennifer here that keeps us all straight and lets me know, do y'all want me in the corner? I'm not going to do me in the corner today. I'll tell you why. I want the full screen for y'all to see what I'm doing. And I don't look so hot today. When I got up this morning, it was like 26 degrees. The wind is blowing. It is frigid outside, and I put on a long sleeve t-shirt. I'm not dressed up at all. I got on a pair of sweatpants and socks. I did do my hair. I did take a shower. I took a shower, I did my hair, and I did throw on a minimal amount of makeup. I probably could turn my light on over here, and y'all could probably see me a little bit better. Not that it matters because I don't have y'all on my face right now, but let's go ahead and turn it on all the same. If I can find my switch. Hey Randy, good to see you. Let's see if we can get this light on. Oh, that's probably even better on my table as well. So there we go. Sorry about that. My head was all up in the camera. I am so sorry. My old gray head. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, this card I saw on Lisa Freeman's channel, thanks to La Crafts. Phyllis sent me the email with this on it, and I changed it up just a little bit because we're going to do a set of cards, and I think it's going to be either 5 or 6 cards that we're going to do. Don't get excited, I'm not going to keep you here all day. But this was the card in the color that she did it, and then she stamped this inside, and I can't remember what she did for the thing, but for the sentiment. But I thought with this scene of being a beautiful snowy tree scene, the weary world rejoices. I love the Hope and Peace stamp set because it has a lot of beautiful, beautiful sentiments. So I use that for the inside, and I'm going to use that for the inside of all of these cards. So I'm going to lay that over to the side for just a minute, and I'm going to pull in. Oh, let me do Prize Patrol. Today I'm going to give away a pack of Christmas ribbon. Now this is an older ribbon, but these are brand new. They've never been opened, and it's a beautiful granny apple green with gold trim and a real red with gold trim, and I've given a pack of this away before. I will always have some older Stampin' Up! Products. Sometimes I overbuy, and when I do, I kind of like to save those and give them to y'all. So this will be one of our prizes today. The other one will be the set of cards. So we're going to do those out of a variety. So make sure you let Jennifer know if you want to be in the drawing. I think I'll do the ribbon first, and then the card set, the set of cards will be our second prize. I never like my cards to be the main prize because, hey, they're my cards, and I just don't, you know, I don't know. I'm just not one of those people that feel like what I do is better than a Stampin' Up! Product. Okay, here's what we got. Here's the products we're going to use. We're going to use the 3D embossing, the Fern 3D embossing folder. We are going to use the scallop contour dies, and I'm using the one that's the next size down from the largest. We're going to use the Beauty of Friendship for our trees. And if you notice, this is a 2-step stamp set. It does not work well with this effect. So I'm only using the detailed one. This is like the base. You would stamp that in a darker color and then come back and put that over it. But I'm not doing that. I'm just using this one. So I need to pull that stamp out, and that's this one right here. See, this is the detail. You can tell I've used this one a lot because I've really been playing with it in getting these card designs ready. Okay, and just for a little bit of a promo, you do not want to miss tomorrow's video. My Saturday cards have been like my wow cards, so be sure to watch out for tomorrow's recorded video. I think you're going to be very impressed. The cards are, I think, are really pretty. The other one, like I said, the other stamp set is the Hope and Peace, and we're going to use the Weary World Rejoices. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out, and that's that stamp. And I'm going to go ahead and load that one up on my... No, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this one separate. That one is going to go in our Stamparatus, and we'll get to that in a minute. The reason for that, I have pre-cut everything, and this is my little sentiment piece, and I want to do it in Stamparatus since it's already cut. I want to position it where it's in the right spot, and we can get that done. I have chosen basic gray and white. I have chosen a starry sky, and that's the same as the card that I showed you earlier, but I'm going to change it up. Now I'm going to send this one along with it, but I'm going to change this one up. You can see I'd already done the starry sky with the scallop contour dies. I thought, how pretty would it be to do it in the silver foil and do heat embossing with silver for the sentiment. So we're going to do that for this one. And I've got the little ribbon tied for each one of these. I'm doing this one in the Evening Evergreen, and you can see I've already done all the prep work. I've even run it through the embossing folder because I thought I can get these cards knocked out if I get that all done. And let me tell you, I see so many, not just Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, but a lot of people say, oh, you can do 5 cards in 30 minutes. But they've done all the prep work. Sure you can. If all you're doing is gluing them together, you can. But I often think when they say that, they didn't count the prep time of what they have done. So I'm not going to tell you can do these because I spent probably 45 minutes cutting all of these out. So I would say probably an hour and a half. You could probably do all of these cards. This is Shaded Spruce, and that little ribbon is from the Evening Evergreen window pane ribbon. And all of the products will be listed in the PDF file that I will have for you at the end of this video. Give me about 20 or 30 minutes, and then my blog will be up with everything on it. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start off with this one. I tell you what, let's do all of our stamping first. So I'm going to pull out, you know, I need to keep these with this. Let's do the stamping for each color first. So I'm going to start out with the, and here's my inks I'm using. The inks are all coordinated with the Basic Gray, Shaded Spruce, Orchid Oasis, Evening Evergreen, and Starry Sky. But the Starry Sky we're not using because we're going to use Versamark instead. And the reason for that, we already have one in the Starry Sky. So that's the only reason I'm going to do that one separate. So I'm going to move that one out of my way. And we're going to start with Shaded Spruce. I'm going to bring my Stamparatus over. And I want to tell y'all something about the Stamparatus. When you buy this, this is what it comes with. You get the Stamparatus, you get the little foam mat that goes inside. Now this doesn't have grids on it, but they do sell what's called an Imperial mat that replaces this, that you can put in, and it's a foam. There's your foam on the back. And it has the grid marks on it. This is also washable. You can just wipe this off with a wipe, and it takes all the ink right off of it. So I did replace this one with this one for that reason. And you only need to use this for photopolymer stamps. If you're using cling stamps, you don't use anything. You just, because they already have the foam built in, and this works perfect without it. But I wanted to let y'all know that. And if you don't want to buy the pad with the lines on it, you can always use the grid paper. So this is our grid paper, and the one side has inches and the other side has centimeters. So that way you can have it for whichever. And of course, we Stampin' Up! Services so many other countries that it makes it feasible to have it with both measurements on it. So you can see there's the centimeters, and there's our inches. So I don't read centimeters. I'm an inch kind of girl. So there we go. I'm gonna lay that up there because I don't need anything in here. We're gonna stamp our Merry Christmas, or no, yes, we're gonna stamp Merry Christmas. I need to pull that off of that stamp set as well. I got ahead of myself or behind myself, not sure which. But anyway, here is our Merry Christmas, and I'm gonna do these first. And I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to put this right on this corner right here and set this down on it just like that. And it has a place under the bottom where you can park your two magnets. I am going to magnet that right there. Pick that up. I'm hoping it's going to stamp okay that close to the bottom. We'll see. Let's go ahead and move these over here. I'm going to move this over like this so you can see what I'm doing. Just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know if you can see the whole thing. Well, you can't see my stamp. Let's see. Let's see if I can push it up a little bit. I'm trying my best to be in frame, y'all. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that in that. All right, Jennifer says maybe I need to zoom out a little bit. There we go. Is that better? All right, I'm going to ink and bring that over, and I'll pull it back over. And I'm just going to give that a good press. And there is one. Now I'm going to take a, where's my Stampin' Chamois? I have extra Stampin' Chamois that are simply chamois that I keep in here, and I got small pieces, and I cut these up for the purpose of using with my Stamparatus, because all I need to do is come in here and wipe that off like that. And now I'm good to go for my next color. Now that was kind of wet, So I am going to take a microfiber cloth and just dry that. I don't want to water down my inks. Now let's move this out and let's grab our next one, and I'm going to have to fumble through these to get them. I should have just pulled them all out. And I'm going to put that in right there, and I know that it's going to be there in the right spot each time. So I'm just going to go through my inks and stamp them, and then we'll put them back together in a minute. Is anybody screaming at me telling me to close that ink pad? I'm screaming at myself telling me close that ink pad before you put your arm in it. Alright, I got it closed, y'all. Let's go back and put a little bit more of this basic gray. Get that out of my way. I love my Stamparatus. If that did not stamp all the way, I could re-ink and come back and hit it again. And I love it for that reason, because I'm not going to be quite as zealous with the scrubbing this time. Maybe I won't get as much water on it. That looks pretty good. I just don't like to cross-contaminate inks, so I'm always very particular to clean my stamps really well. So let's go ahead and pull the next piece, which is this one. Put it down, close that off, and let's grab the Orchid Oasis. This color is just simply gorgeous. I love it. And let's stamp that down. And like that. We can close this one, and then the last one, well, next to the last, is going to be the Evening Evergreen. That Evening Evergreen would have been good, pretty in gold, but I'm gonna keep it with this since I didn't cut my other pieces. Now I should have one more sentiment piece here somewhere. Let me look through here and see if I got it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stack these pieces, and I'm gonna put my bows all up here because I'm getting a little miscombobulated. I'm gonna put those over there. My guard base is here. Here's one of the strips, and this here. And this, where did I put those? Let's get that sitting over there. I'll put those right there. And card bases, we'll stack these over here. I'm just trying to get myself a little bit better organized so that I can put these together. There's another strip. There's another piece of that. And my embossed. And this. There's a card base. I should have stacked these like this before I started, but you know what? I wasn't even thinking. So there you go. There's my brain process. All right, I think we're good to go now. So now I can go ahead and stamp this one. I've got 3. I know, I'm going like this, Marlene. I am shuffling and dealing. Oh goodness, you know what? I love a good game of rummy. I love gin rummy. I love regular rummy. I love to sit and play cards and stuff like that. It's so much fun. All right, let's make sure I got everything. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm missing one. Which one am I missing? There's the Orchid Oasis. There's the, okay, this is basic gray. I didn't do Evening Evergreen. That was the next one. Evening Evergreen, and then the embossed one that's going to be in silver. Okay, Evening Evergreen. Ah, pretty, pretty, pretty. And let's close that one up and clean my stamp. Now, if you were making a set of these and you just wanted to, you were making them all in one color, you could choose your favorite color and just do them all in that one color. I think that the color that Lisa chose for this card with that starry sky, I think it's beautiful. And I think that was the reason I wanted to try it with the gold. I just wanted, I mean not gold, I'm sorry, silver. I think blue and silver goes well together. And I like red and green with gold. So that's just me. I'm so traditional when it comes. Alright, so what I'm going to do is grab my Versamark. It is over here somewhere. And I'm going to ink this up. And y'all know this is a clear embossing ink that's very sticky. And let's press that down. And yes, I can see it, so that means you probably can't see it. I'm going to take it up to the camera and see if y'all can see that. Probably not. But it's on there. So I'm going to lay that one right there, and I am going to take my little piece and do that. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't cut my middles for my card. Okay, we may not do the middle because I did not cut my pieces for it, so we'll just ad lib. And whoever wins these cards, I will definitely have the inside stamped and everything, and they'll also come with envelopes, so they'll be ready for you to send out on your Christmas cards if you are the one that wins those. So let's lay this back in here. I don't want to put this against something and get cardstock wet, so I always try to make sure I get those back. And, you know, why do I say that? Because I've done that before. I've left it laying, and then cardstock would get against it. I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss this one while I have it out and ready to go. I am going to grab these little reverse tweezers that Stampin' Up! Came out with the embossing essential kit. So you get the tweezers, the brush, the embossing buddy, and the little tray to put your, ooh, look at that. I did not, you see what I did? I did not do my, what am I trying to say? I didn't do my embossing buddy. So I got some embossing powder where I didn't want it. Through my craft fair, I wanted to let y'all know that I got a tremendous opportunity at downtown Kings Mountain, which Kings Mountain is a very small historical town just about 2 miles up the road from me. I live in the west end of Gastonia, which is the Crowder's Mountain area, and Kings Mountain is just like, it's in a different county, but it's only like a couple of miles because I'm kind of on the cusp, right here at the edge of the county line. So downtown Kings Mountain has all these quaint little shops, and I got invited by this art gallery. She teaches art, and she wanted a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator to come in and hold card classes. So she contacted me. I hope y'all can hear me. And she's going to handle all of the money, everything for me. I'll just charge her for the card kits, and I'll come in and do the demo, and she'll pay me directly. What a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. That is absolutely an answer to prayer for me. Now look at that. It's starting to change. I love it. I love it. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I think that's so pretty. Okay, so that one's ready. Now let's go ahead and start assembling our cards. So let's bring our cardstock back over. And what I'm going to do is fold these. Grab my bone folder. And I'm going to go ahead and get these a nice crease. I'm going to take one of my embossed white pieces. Now this card base, like I said, I'm not even going to go over the measurements because all of this is going to be on my blog. So like I said, give me about 20 or 30 minutes after the live. I say that, but you know what? I usually need to eat. So I don't usually eat before my videos. I'm not one of these real heavy breakfast people. Once in a while I'll grab a banana if I have time. My glue's not coming out, y'all. Let's pop this pin back in it and see if I can get it to flow. Okay, there it goes. I can barely see it because it's white on white, but it is coming out. And on embossed pieces, you want to make sure that you get a nice amount of glue because it's got to get in all those nooks and crannies. Let's go ahead and put that together like that. Now we need to do our stamping on one of these pieces. Now these are just 4 inches by 2 3/8, and you can take an 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock or a piece of cardstock, and you can cut it in half on the 8.5 inch side, and you can get 8 of these out of that one piece. So you can make 8 cards easily. This is my little detailed tree. Now I'm working with the Orchid Oasis, so I'm going to grab this one. I am going to need a piece of that grid paper that I had earlier. What did I do with it? Because we're going to be stamping on and off. I thought I pulled a piece out. Well, I did, but I got stuff on top of it now, so we'll just get another piece. Do y'all know how that is? You pile stuff on top of your stuff, and then you find out, oh no, I got a mess. I can't get to anything. All right, let's pull that out, and I'm going to pick this stamp up. Let's even it up a little bit. Pick it up on that stamp block. Now, this is my Orchid Oasis, so I'm going to ink it. And then I'm going to stamp it right about here, up to the top almost. Hey Carmina, good to see you. I shouldn't have inked that back up. That's okay. We got this. I'm going to come down about to here and almost overlap the other tree and stamp that. And then I want to stamp that off. The ink is uneven, and you can see it on your stamp. So when it's like that, I like to stamp off and then come back and stamp maybe there. Ink it, stamp off, come right about in here and stamp. Stamp off, and maybe stamp right about here. And there is our little scene. So we will put this on dimensionals and we'll sit it in right there. But let's go ahead while we're stamping. I'm going to move this stuff over here out of my way because I need my Stampin' Scrub. And we don't need that anymore. So that was just for me to show y'all what I was doing. I need my Stampin' Scrub ready to go here because we're going to go ahead and start changing inks. And while I got this on the stamp block, I'm going to go ahead and stamp. You see, even with me cleaning that, I still have a little bit of residual ink on it. So I just stamp it off on my grid paper. Let's close that one. Let's grab another piece of cardstock. Oh, I'm out of frame. Let me move this and move this up. How's that? Then I'm going to grab my green ink. This is the Evening Evergreen. And I'm going to ink it up. And I'm going to stamp right here. Thank y'all for letting me know I was out of frame. It's so easy because you're busy doing your stamping and you're really, I do this quite often and I'm trying my best to train myself not to do that. Now this one I'm going to lap over just a little bit but come down. And then I'm going to stamp that off and I'm going to re-ink, stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp right about here, re-ink, stamp off, come right about in here and stamp. All I'm doing is trying to fill in with a lighter color those trees, and this one's going to come in right about there, just like that. So that one's done. And let's clean my ink, or my stamp, clean the ink off my stamp. And I'm just using my Stampin' Scrub for this, and this is a great tool to have because you can, it's Velcros, these pads come out so you can take them to the sink and clean it, and you have a wash side and a dry side. So you can wash it and dry it in one shot. And I just have it sitting over here to the side so that I can just kind of clean and keep going. Alright, so now we're going to do the basic gray. I thought, you know, the gray would look pretty on white because I think it's going to give a really good effect of just a gray winter day, if that makes any sense. And oh, there it is. I was thinking I'm missing one of those, but I got some right here. There we go. All right. So again, I'm going to stamp. I think this time I'm going to remember to use this here. And then we're going to ink it up again. Stamp down this way. And then why not? Let's get that ink off of that side. We're going to ink right here. And I'm going to ink that back up and stamp off and then come right here in the middle. So pretty. And that was the basic gray. It has almost a little tinge of green to it. But, I mean, it looks it if you're not looking at the other ink colors. But don't y'all see just a tinge of green in that? But when you put it next to the green, the Evening Evergreen, it doesn't look green. I thought that was cool. All right, the next color is going to be our Shaded Spruce. Now that is a beautiful green. So y'all know I love me some Shaded Spruce. It is just a gorgeous color. And for an evergreen tree, I think it's really pretty. So let's go ahead and get this one opened. I am going to stamp the other one in the Starry Sky because we're going to, even though we're doing the gold on it, I mean, I keep saying gold and I mean silver. Even though we're doing the silver on it, I want my trees to be in that luscious blue. So I'm going to come in and stamp that green right there. And let's go up here and stamp right there. And let's ink up again. So good to see you, Carmina. I hope you're doing well. You have been in my thoughts and my prayers. And stamp that there. And then we're going to come up here and stamp right there. And then one more. Stamp off and then stamp on. And there's that one. And then we have one more. Let's go ahead and clean my stamp one more time. And then we got the Starry Sky, and we'll be done with the stamping here. Like I said, I got to do the inside, but because I forgot to cut my inside base, or my mat for the inside, I'll do those off camera or after the live, and I will do those before I send the cards out to the winner. So I hope y'all don't mind that. Like I said, they're all going to look like this, but just in the coordinating color of the cardstock, which I think would be beautiful. All right, let's bring this piece over and stamp, stamp, stamp. And I'm coming up a little bit high. And then I'm going to come over right about there. Then I'm going to re-ink. And I'm going to come down low. And then I'm going to stamp right here. And stamp off and in. And there's that one. And let's close up our ink pad. Get that out of our way. Now we're ready to put these together. So I'm going to grab some Stampin' Dimensionals, and we are going to put these on their coordinating color. And I'm going to use Dimensionals to put these on with because I want them to be popped up a little bit. And I want this to act as a frame. Our little contoured our scalloped contour die. And I'm going to put one here and one here. And then I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to get it down here in front of me where I can see it. And what I'm going to do is line it up on that side, right with that stitch line. You got a little stitch line right there. And that can be your guide for getting this on where you need it. So that's good. So now we can take this, put our glue on the back. And I'm going a little heavy with the glue because I'm gluing to a piece of embossed cardstock. So I'm going to set that down right in the middle. Eyeball centering. Y'all know I do a lot of eyeball centering because I'm not one of those people that has the patience to measure. That's my husband. He would measure this off and make sure every angle of it was perfect before he went any further. That is definitely not me. So I do want to, did I pop that one up with the, yeah I did. I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals too. But this one looks like I stamped it over. Well, you know what? It's okay because that bow's going to help offset it. So let's put 1, 2, I think 3 dimensionals on this will work. And let's set this right here. I want the scallop to show under the edge of it just a tiny bit. Now let's bring our bows over here, see if I can find the right one. And that's this one. That's that beautiful Orchid Oasis. Trying to pull these little tails. When you make them this small, it's so hard to get that tied down tight enough to hold. But I'm going to use some mini glue dots, and I'm going to take one up with my finger and I'm just going to roll it and make it a tiny little piece so that I can kind of camouflage it behind that bow, and then just stick it down. Oops. Right about there, just like that. One card done, all except doing my inside, and like I said, I'll do that in a little bit. So let's pull over our next color, and that's going to be the Evening Evergreen. And I had already cut and scored my card bases, so all I have to do is just put it down onto my base, and put it down on my work surface and make sure I burnish it down really well. So I'm just, again, putting a good amount of glue on the back of this. And I'm using I'm gluing down the bottom, the debossed and the embossed side up because I think it just looks pretty. You could do it either way, whatever your preference is. So we're going to line that up like this. And let's grab our shaded spruce piece and our shaded spruce stamped image. Look how pretty that is. Oops, get it on the right side. Isn't that gorgeous? So again, we need Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm going to put these on each corner. And 2 in the middle. Oops. Pull those backers off. So right now, I don't know if y'all had checked my blog out, but there is a sale through today. And I did put this on Facebook. So if there's some products that you've had your eye on, we do have that sale going on. So if you want to go over and check that out, that would be super. Also, I'm going to be posting today. They have the retired list out for the mini catalog. So. What they call the last chance. So it's the last chance to get those items that you might have wanted in that catalog. So go take a look at those. I'll have that on my blog a little bit later. And I'm hoping that next week So well, maybe the week after, because I don't think I can do it just now. I'm going to put up on my blog a special section that's going to have all of my retired stamp sets that I have up for sale. Okay, so there's our shaded spruce. So again, 3 dimensionals on it. And I got green fingers, look at that. Maybe not so much a green thumb. I used to have a really good green thumb, but I think I lost it in my old age. So I'm going to bring that down to right about there. Grab my, which one did I use for that? This one. This is that little window pane ribbon, and I think it's so pretty. And we're going to get a glue dot, and this one's big enough that I can just bring the glue dot to the ribbon to the glue dot. And then we're going to set that right there on that corner. Well, did I not get the glue dot? Maybe I didn't. I did that time. And set that down right there. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, that's that one. And now we need to do our basic gray. And our basic gray little frame. And our picture. And like I said, it's almost like framing a picture. So I'm going to go ahead and put my dimensions. You can see if you sat and just cut this, and you know, you could knock these out. Like I said, I won't say that this is 5 cards in 30 minutes, because it's not. I did a lot of prep ahead of time, and so I found it hard to understand how people can say, oh, you can make these 5 cards in 30 minutes, all you got to do. And then when you watch the video, they've got everything prepped. And yeah, you know, if it's already prepped, you probably can. But unless you have somebody that's going to prep for you, it's sort of like cooking a dish. I know I always call Jennifer my sous chef, because anytime that we cook together, she's my sous chef. She will cut up or do whatever I need doing. Let's see, this one, yeah, this is the basic gray. I had to double check. Let's get our card over. Get one of our green pieces down. Jennifer just told me in my ear that the reason she did sous chef duty is she didn't have to do dish detail. So, because when my kids did not grow up with a dishwasher in our house. In fact, I didn't have a dishwasher until I married my current husband. When I married Dennis, he had a dishwasher at his house, and I didn't even know how to use it. For the longest kind of time, I was so intimidated by it, because my dishwasher was always my kids, and prior to my kids, it was my hands, and I never had a dishwasher. So and nowadays, you know, people can't hardly imagine not having a dishwasher. I would be lost without it now. I told Dennis, I think I got a knack for this. It didn't take me long to learn how to use it. And Jennifer, I just said that. I had 3 dishwashers. I had my 3 children. And I made them, even my son, contrary to what his grandmother said, he's a boy, he's not supposed to do dishes. I said, fiddle-dee, yes he does. He's going to do dishes right along with the girls, because if he grows up and lives on his own, he's going to need to know how to wash those dirty dishes, because Mama's not going over there and wash his dirty dishes. So he had dish detail, and he was my slacker. If he didn't want to do dishes, he just wouldn't clean them. Well, I fixed that. I would go throw them back in the sink and tell him to wash them again. He was going to keep washing them until he got them clean. So it'd be better off, it'd be advantageous to him to get them clean to start with. So call me a mean old mama if you want to, but it taught him that you need to do the job right to start with. So I'm going to take this gray granite. This is a gray granite ribbon, but it goes great with this. And I have all the numbers and everything for every item that I used on this. Isn't that cute? You wouldn't think that the basic gray would be pretty on this, but I thought it was. I thought it was very pretty. Now the last one is going to be that Starry Sky, and this is the one we're going to use the silver piece on. So I'm going to go ahead and, what happened? Oh, I still have another one. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, I still got Evening Evergreen. But I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I'm real anxious to see how this one's going to look. So I'm going to put this. I don't think he's gotten it yet. Today's his birthday, so I'm hoping it's going to be there today. Depending on our good old USPS. I mailed it in plenty of time, but he didn't get it yesterday. His birthday's today, so happy birthday to Jennifer's significant other. So I'm sure he will love it when he does get it. I'm so praying it's coming today. Randy, I'm so glad you got a chance to be here today. I know you said you got to get to your girlfriend's house to help take care of her, but I am so glad you were able to join us, and I hope you can stay, and if you can't, I so understand, but it's always good when you're here, because I know you don't get a chance to be here very often. I am thinking about doing once a month a live at night, so, you know, that might be a good thing to do next Friday. Maybe do it in the evening. Oh, Jennifer won't be here. She'll be out of town. That's right. She's going to her mother-in-law's for Thanksgiving. But they may be coming here for Christmas. Whoop, whoop. So that would be good. So I'm going to set that one down and be very careful with this one. There we go. Oh, I like that. I think that's pretty. Here's the difference. There's the two. And then this is going to go here with the little... Oh, I didn't do a silver bow. Haha. Let's see if I got any silver ribbon. And I don't. Not here. I'm sure oh, you know what I can do? I do. I'll try silver. I've got this Simply Elegant trim. This comes in gold and silver, and it's like a baker's twine or a linen thread, but it's not. It's almost like a coral, like a little wire almost. But we're going to tie a little bow with this. I had to think, I had to let the toes on my peg leg work that one out, didn't I? Oops, hang on. Let's go like that. Sometimes these little bows can be more tedious than your bigger ones. We'll make it big and then we'll shrink it. I'm going to do that, Randy. I'm going to do an evening class, I promise, because I know that that would work so much better for you, and I do appreciate you, and there's some other ones that said that a night class would work for them, or live. So yeah, I will definitely be doing that. So I'm going to snip this and snip there, and then we got this little piece to go in here. Let's glue this down first. I'm getting ahead of myself. These cards are so pretty. Are y'all loving them? When I watched the video and saw that one, my brain started turning. I thought, oh my goodness, this would be a beautiful set to do in different colors. So I started playing with the trees and said, oh, I'm going to do this one for my live. I think this would make a good live. I try my best to do my more in-depth, harder cards on my recorded videos, but I do try my best to do the more simple ones during the live, because I like it to be something I can do within an hour. And I thought this would be great, and I said this would be such a nice gift for someone to get. And you know, this would make a great set of cards to give to someone. If you wanted to give a set of Christmas cards, like maybe around Thanksgiving, you have someone that you would want to give a set of cards to, and say, you know, this is a little early present, or happy Thanksgiving, here's some Christmas cards. I'm sure you can use them. What a wonderful gift to give. And Randy had a beautiful idea where she was doing hers and using the little bag toppers that she does. Those were gorgeous. And I'm sure if y'all saw it on the Facebook group, you saw what I was talking about. The trees come from the Beauty of Friendship, Randy. This is the stamp set right here. The Beauty of Friendship. And there's dies for this too. It is a bundle. It's called Beautiful Trees is the dies. Let me see if I can find the dies. I know everybody always likes to see. Here's the set of dies that goes with it. Very, very pretty stamp set and die set. Alright, so there's the silver one. What do y'all think? What do you think about it done with the silver? It really does change the card up quite a bit. I like it. So there's that one. So we got one more to do, and you know what? We're doing good. It's just 1:45. Woohoo! I love it when I can do... Well, there went my stamp set. Oh yeah, it does, Tina. It does. It looks very much like that. That was a really good... I love it. I think it's so pretty. All right, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this embossed piece to my card base. There we go. And let's put this down right about there. Oh, y'all are hearing Bella. Yeah, she's right here by my feet. She's here to the left of me, and Toby is right directly under me. So he's right in front of my desk. All right, let's go ahead and get some dimensionals on this piece. And see the evening evergreen, how light it is when it dries? A lot of people think this is going to be too dark because it is a dark ink, but I am really surprised at how light that it gets, and the fact that you can stamp off on it and even get a lighter shade. And you can do that with all of the Stampin' Up! Inks. They are so well pigmented that you can get anywhere from 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 different shades of the color just by stamping off. I love my Stampin' Up! Ink pads, and I just love the color coordination. I don't have to sit and search for what color goes with this ink, what color cardstock goes with this designer series paper. If you notice, we're not using any designer series paper on these cards. It's all just cardstock, ink, and pretty much that's it. Okay, we're going to put some... Yeah, stamp sets. Thank you, Jennifer. Every now and then my brain needs a little help. Okay, all the time my brain needs a lot of help. Oh, goodness gracious. Sometimes it gets a little hard to walk and chew gum. And for me, sometimes it's hard to talk and do this. But, you know, if I didn't talk, I probably would be a little bit boring just to sit here and watch me work and I not say anything. So here we go. I've never been one that has problems coming up with what to say. My husband, he can contest to that, because when we're at church, I'm usually always hanging back because I'm talking to somebody. But that kind of serves me well in my business, because, you know, I go into a craft store. If I go to Hobby Lobby for something, I almost always run into somebody and I'll hand them my business card. Oh, have you heard of Stampin' Up? I'm a demonstrator. Here's my business card. Look me up sometime. All right, so here we go. I'm always working it, because that's what you have to do. And like I said, I'm so excited for this opportunity of this card class. So she's going to promote it on her business page, and I'm going to be promoting it too. So y'all will probably see some flyers on my website and on my Facebook. So there is that one. So let's bring all of these cards back over. Somebody's going to win the jackpot here. Look at this. So let's put this one here, this one there, and this one here. Is that getting them all in frame? Yeah, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Ah, tell me what y'all think. All right. Yeah, I know. I like the silver on that blue with blue. I always love a little silver. You know what would have been really pretty? If I had done the embossing in silver and then did the blue matte, like, you know, like that. That would have been gorgeous as well. So, well, you know, there's so many different possibilities, and what this always does, it sparks your creativity to come up with the things that you like. So I hope none of you would be afraid to try these, and if you are interested in any of the products that you see here, they can be purchased on my online store, or you can call me if you want to place an order, and I can place it for you. Whatever it makes you happy, I'm here to help. So anyway, let's go ahead and get y'all going, because we got about 7 minutes to do our drawing. So, hey Cindy, how are you? Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you like them. And Marlene, I'm so glad. Oh, I know, Randy. It is a great opportunity to be able to get into someone's stamp studio or someone's shop, art studio. Let me transition y'all over so I can talk to you. There we go. It is a tremendous opportunity for me, and I am thrilled. And like I said, I got a chance to talk to the girl yesterday on the phone. We had text back and forth quite a bit, but then I just really felt like I needed to talk with her. So we had exchanged numbers, and then we played phone tag, and so I'm excited. This is going to happen before Christmas, and then hopefully I'll be able to do a couple classes before Christmas and maybe even some after Christmas, depending on how the response is. So anyway, let's go ahead and get on with our drawing. Now I'm gonna let y'all decide. I was gonna do the ribbon for the grand prize drawing, which is this, but I'm not sure now. Would y'all rather the cards or the ribbon be the grand prize? I'm gonna let y'all decide. She was there. Jennifer's asking, yes, Cindy, do you want to be in the drawing to win the ribbon or the cards? It's going to be 2 separate drawings. Just let Jennifer know. So let Jennifer know, and then we're going to go ahead and get on with the drawing. But y'all let me know if you want this to be the grand prize. Okay, Phyllis said the cards. Just type in cards or ribbon. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Ribbon. Okay, we got 1 ribbon. All right, Cindy does want to be in the drawing, Jennifer. Ribbon for the grand prize. So far, we got 2 ribbons and 1 card. Anybody else going to chime in? All right, Cindy said the card. So 2 and 2. Somebody break the tie. Cards, okay, cards. Oh, Johanna? Is it Joanna? Have you been here the entire time? If you have, let Jennifer know if you want to be in the drawing. Somebody's going to win these 6 cards, and somebody's going to win this ribbon. All right, ribbon. Okay, you've already voted once, Randy. You can't vote twice. So far, the cards have it. Y'all let me know if we get another ribbon from someone that hasn't voted, then we'll be tied up again. Okay, Jennifer voted cards. No, I didn't skip you. I did count you. Let's see, it was before Cindy. Okay, Randy said ribbon. Carmina said ribbon, and then we had cards, and then you said ribbon again. Oh, okay, you're from Canada. Okay, I can't ship out of the country. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. That is a Stampin' Up thing. No, I did count you, Randy. I did count. It's 2 and 2 right now. Okay, I'm going to make a call. The grand prize, I'm going to go ahead and do the ribbon. And what this will do is it'll give everybody a chance to win this, and whoever wins this will be out for the cards, and then they will win, the next person will win. All right, so Jennifer's going to draw for the ribbon. This is a beautiful pack of Christmas ribbon. It's called All the Trimmings. It's a beautiful royal red and granny apple green trimmed in gold. So the winner of the ribbon is... Say that again. Carmina, you won the ribbon. Congratulations, sweetie. Carmina, congratulations. All right, so now let's see who's going to win these beautiful cards. The winner of the cards Tina Barker, you have won this beautiful set of cards. Congratulations to all of my winners. Now, I am going to, this afternoon, it'll probably be tomorrow before I mail these out, because I got to put the inside in and do the stamping on the inside. But as soon as I get these finished, I will package them up and get them off to you, Tina. And the ribbon, Carmina, I'll get that out to you as well. And I just want to thank each and every one. Let me go back over so I can talk to you like this. And I just want to thank you so very much for tuning in. Congratulations to both of my winners. I wish all of you could be winners, because in my book you are. You are all my winners, and I love each and every one of you so very much. Y'all have become like family to me, and I do appreciate you. So we're going to go ahead and close off, and as many of you know, I always close with this statement: let everything that you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven. He is so worthy. So until we craft again, God bless and keep you. Remember, unless I make an announcement that we're going to do a live next Friday night, we will probably just do our 2 recorded videos next week, one on Tuesday, one on Saturday. Join me tomorrow at 12 noon for our Christmas card. You do not want to miss it. It is a beauty. I was going to show it to you, but I don't think I will. But anyway, y'all take care. Have a blessed day, and I love you all so much. Bye-bye.